Hey guys, I'm Sean. In this video, I'm gonna be taking you on a cruise, a little bit different of a video. It's gonna be a series of videos that we're gonna do, kind of just driving through the city of Denver and giving you a tour of where things are at. So in this video, I'm gonna be taking you down Speer Boulevard, which is kind of like the west side, wraps around the west side of the city, and it finishes up over in Cherry Creek. So we're gonna be basically going through, you know, right past Convention Center, Invesco Field, down to Cherry Creek. I'm going to point out where the Highlands is, where Baker is, where South Broadway is, and everything like that. So if you want to get a little bit more familiar with where things are in Denver, hop in. Let's go. All right, so we're actually going to start in the Highlands because Speer turns right into Irving in the Highlands. So this is going to be the north side, and I wanted to start here just because I live in the Highlands. I really like the Highlands, and right off 32nd and Lowell, right where Speer ends, there's all kinds of awesome shops, restaurants, little boutique places. The street shuts down on Sundays for the farmers market too, so it's just a cool spot to start. And then I go to my Core Power Yoga is over here, and so it's I don't know, it's very active. It's a good mix. You get a little bit of everything, but I'd say it does tip a little bit more towards the young professionals. And I have one arm out the car because I'm videoing what I'm talking about right now. But you'll see too, like, this is, I probably picked the worst time to be taking you guys through this because it is 4:15 on Thursday, so we're going to be hitting some of that rush hour traffic, but we're gonna see a bunch of great views. I'm gonna point out everything, like cool places to stop and things to see along the way, so it's gonna be good. And just as I make this turn, so it's called the Highlands because it's on a hill, and so back in the early 1900s there was a big flood, and a lot of the people that flooded out in the city, they're like, over that, I'm over it, I'm gonna move to where there's not gonna be any flooding, and that is the Highlands. So you'll see it feeds right down into the city, and it feeds right into I-25, which I-25, easy to get down south, easy to get to 6th Avenue to go west, and then if you need to get out to the airport, I-25 goes right into I-70. Once you hit those highways, it's, you know, your quickest distance to where you want to be. So this is Federal. Federal is one of the main corridors. This goes right by Invesco Field. It goes way far south into South Denver and ends, I think it ends in Littleton. All right, so here goes Federal. And what you guys are likely gonna see is me getting super hot here because I don't have my windows down other than the sunroof, and it's 95 degrees out today, so it's a hot one. But I didn't want the AC or the windows to screw up the audio. So this is North High School, a nice little park. So North High School Park, to the east of me, I'm sorry, to the west of me is the West Highlands. And through here you'll start to see where there's been a bunch of changes in housing type. So you'll have old homes that were built around the 1900s and a lot of new condo townhomes and duplexes. So to the left here, if you go straight down this road, you're gonna hit like on 29th, that's the Highlands. So you're gonna hit all kinds of more restaurants, shopping. It's a little bit more expensive over there, but then you have the pedestrian bridge, which takes you right into the city. So if you want to be, you know, by the city without being in the city, and maybe not like walk over homeless and other things that city living comes with, parking wouldn't be, well, parking in the Highlands is kind of bad, but it's better than in the city. So the Highlands is for you if that's what you're looking for. So you see everything kind of stops from the Highlands because I-25 where it runs right here, and so this is where you'll make your exit to go south. And there you'll see Elitch's on the side here. You have Invesco Field is over there, and then this is the bridge that goes across to the city, and this is a speed trap. There will be officers on motorcycles on here, so it kind of makes you want to go a little bit fast, but don't do it because you will get caught. Over here is Recreational Equipment Incorporated, REI's flagship store. awesome place to go hang out, and it's right by the Platte River, which there's a big park over there, and it's pretty cool. Just a cool place to have a picnic, to chill, and then you have the now you're getting into like Lodo, so you pass the pedestrian bridge, and a lot of this now is condos and townhomes on the left. There are a lot of new buildings in here, so a lot of like the Vita built a building over here, and then on the right here, this is the entrance to Elitch's. Elitch's is our amusement park. Nothing compared to Cedar Point in Sandusky, Ohio, but it's all right. It's what we got. And there you have the Pepsi Center. That is, oh, it just changed its name to Ball Arena, no longer Pepsi Center. But that is where the Avalanche and the Nuggets play. So it's cool, like if you want to have dinner, have have drink, have some dinner, and then you want to go to a game or you're going to a concert or anything like that. A lot of people will cross the street right here into Auraria, because just to the east of this, that's going to be like Larimer Square, Larimer Street and 16th Street Mall, and that's just where there's a ton of things to do. That is like the heart of Denver, and the 16th Street Mall has a free mall ride that will go, take you from one end to the next. It starts here, right by where the train that will take you out to the airport. So Union Station is just to my left as well. So Union Station, if you're coming in off the airport and you are riding the train, that's right where you'll get dropped off. And it's also where a couple of the light rail stations start as well. So if you work down south and you can take the light rail, if it's accessible by the light rail, you can jump on right there. So now to our right, we have Auraria campus, and there's 3 colleges on this campus: University of Colorado Denver, Metro, and Colorado College is the 3rd one. So those are all live on this same campus. They have a couple buildings that are on the other side, and there will be student housing on both sides. So you get, tons of kids on scooters, on bikes, and things like that, but it makes it lively. It's a fun area. Now we're coming up to the convention center on the left. So convention centers, so all of our big conventions are the Great American Beer Festival is going to be held there, and then there are the Performing Arts Center. There's our Dancing Aliens. So it looks like they just had a show out on the lawn this past weekend by their Dancing Aliens, and there you have a bunch of different theaters and things like that. So for the holidays and things like that, that's where they'll have like the Nutcracker and Book of Mormon, stuff like that. And then right here, this is coming up on one of the main streets that goes basically one of the longest running streets in America. It's Colfax, and they have a marathon actually that goes the full length of Colfax. The heat's starting to get to me now. I don't know if I mentioned it's 95 degrees out today, and the sunroof is not helping out. But yeah, Colfax is a little bit grittier, spottier of an area. You'll find more homeless along Colfax, and then there's also, see the light rail coming right through as well. So students that'll live maybe like down south even too, as long as they're near the light rail, they'll be good to go. They could just ride right into campus. So to the left of here, you have like the police station. So this is kind of like starting to become like South Denver. But we're right by the Capitol building is right there. The courthouse is right there. The Arts Museum is right down this way. And this area here that we're getting into is called the Golden Triangle. So Golden Triangle over here, you have, it's a mix. These are, a bunch of them are apartments, but there are some condos over here as well, and that's really what you're going to find in this area. For the most part, is going to be a lot of condos and townhomes until we get a little bit further past West High School and into like the Baker neighborhood, which is a dope spot. So just here on the east side of Speer. That's the other one-way. So this is Speer's one-way south, one-way north. A lot of buildings being built over here, kind of luxury apartments for the most part. And then you can see, I think you can see, I hope I have this GoPro at the right angle, but you can see where the bikers just went down that strip right there. There's a little canal there. It's the trail, and that goes really far. I think it goes over 50 miles. So you could ride this if you want to just do straight trail riding. You can do that there. Here's West High School with Sunken Gardens Park. That's a cool park to hang out in. And like most of our parks, you have some homeless hanging out, but there will be like kickball leagues and all kinds of stuff going on in this park. Another thing to note about that little the trail area is there's a little creek that's running through it, and it's one of the areas that can have flash flooding, so you just want to be careful. Get the hell out of there if it starts raining hard. Colfax is 15th, and we're coming up to 6th, which is one of the main highways that goes like out to Golden, out to the mountains. And South Broadway is one of my favorite places to hang out. We have another video of taking you all the way through Broadway, which cuts right through the heart of the city. And so I'll go check out that video after this one. And then there's this tunnel here. This tunnel is basically just taking you under 6th Avenue, so keep that traffic going. And there's also, if you saw, the Denver Health, the hospital was right there as well. So coming out here, you're basically now, if you didn't go to South Broadway, you're pretty much heading towards either Washington Park, or you're heading towards Cherry Creek. So Washington Park, and a lot of, like, basically between here and Colorado Avenue, like University has really nice houses on it. You'll see as we go past the Denver Golf Club. They're just ridiculous houses. Some look like estates, and you know, $1 million properties, absolutely. But if you're looking for like luxury living, this is one of the paths. I mean, Cherry Creek is a higher end area, as well as down University. If you're looking for like luxury and like still being near the city, you know, the area right here by the golf course, and then over by Amusement Park has botanical gardens. That's like the more luxury, like downtown living. And then if you want a little bit more property, you'll go head down University. That's the road. You'll head down University, and then you'll you just get more land once you get towards Littleton. But you see this trail runs right along. So a lot of the bikers, they'll be down there, and then you'll see as soon as we cross, I think Downing or Washington, you'll see that a lot of them pop up onto the sidewalk here because it's a really good wide path. This is a good indication of traffic too. So it's 4:30 now. I mean, not too busy. It's not great, but it's not bad. And things keep it moving. And there's another speed trap up here that I'll show you, that you just want to, on Speer, just keep the speed limit. I mean, there's a lot of stoplights anyway, so don't get too far ahead of yourself, but cops like to sit on the side up here and give you those tickets. And so the left of here, if you head up Clarkson, now you're heading back up towards the city, and you're going to be hitting like Capitol Hill. Over here on the right, you'll see we have the country club is starting. I don't know how much of that you're going to be able to see over the wall. And then on the left, which would be north of you, is a bunch of the nice luxury older Denver homes. And then also here's the Cherry Creek Trail. You see there's better bike path, and if you're on it, be careful too, because these are three-way streets, and sometimes they get busy. So the person on the other side that's trying to make that left into there, they're only looking for 3 lanes of clear traffic. They're not looking for the people that are on the trail biking. So, you know, make sure you're playing some defense out there. I'm so sweaty right now. It's so gross. For you guys though, I'll do it. And that's what we do, baby. So if you don't know who I am, we have Team Moxie Denver, and I'm a realtor with them, team lead, and we make videos like this all the time. So if you are interested in learning more about what it's like to live in Denver, pros and cons, cost of living, neighborhood tours, everything like that, make sure you hit up our channel and subscribe, because we put out videos consistently. Alright, now we're just about to hit University, and this is where really Cherry Creek starts. So on the right hand side here you have the mall, so Cherry Creek Mall. You know, you got some higher end places in there. You got Gucci and all that. I'm not very high end, but I know there's Gucci in there. Restoration Hardware, and then on the north side, all kinds of dining. One of my favorite places, well, North is really good. Also, the True Food Kitchen. I had lunch there today. It's probably one of my favorite places. And then on the left side, you have, it's artsy. You have more boutique shops, really more higher end stuff, and then like little art studios and smaller pop-up places. So technically this turns into First, and that's where, you know, Speer ends. But for the sake of this video, I'm going to take you all the way to Colorado Boulevard, because that's where Denver technically ends. So yeah, so big mall, tons of parking. They do have, it's like pay to park, which is kind of new, kind of annoying. I think it's like free for the first hour, then they charge you like $4 after that. And again, this is the Cherry Creek Trail you're seeing right along here to my right. You see a lot of people commuting, running, working out. And it goes through like different phases of shaded and non-shaded, but for the most part, it's fairly shaded through Denver. And yeah, a really nice ride. And now we're coming into, the area is called Glendale, and another area that has a lot of townhomes. Some of them are going to have like security gates and you know, a bunch of different amenities. A little bit less pricey than if you were right downtown, but I mean, you're still close to Cherry Creek, so just being close to Cherry Creek comes with a little bit of a premium. And then what better way to finish off right by Shotgun Willie's. Shotgun Willie's is a strip club. It's right there. It's right there, and Colorado Boulevard is another main corridor that goes right through the city, so it comes up to the east of City Park and goes way down. You can also connect with I-25. Alright, so that was Speer. We also have a video on Broadway, which cuts right through the heart of the city, as well as Park Avenue, which is more like the east side of the city. So check this out. In this video, this idea, this concept came from one of our viewers in the comments. So appreciate it. This one's an easy one to make because I know the city and I just have to cruise. So if you guys have other ideas of other things that you'd like to see, hit us up in the comments. We do read those. We do answer our calls when you call. So if you're looking to get some help on finding the perfect spot for you and the lifestyle that you want out here in Denver, Colorado, that is what we do. So give us a call, shoot us a text, email, however it works for you, and we're happy to help. All right, we'll see you next time.